Hello everybody and welcome to Game A Dare. It is day 491 here on Game A Dare. My name is Step and today it is a Monday, which would normally mean it was a mobile Monday, but we're going to try something different here today on Game A Dare. I am introducing a new series. We are going to probably intersperse this between mobile Mondays, but we are going to have a Mystery Monday. And that means we have all of these games which have been removed from Steam, are no longer on Steam, are available in my library but have no Steam store page, and they're a complete mystery. I don't know what most of them are. Some of them I know. Some of them I'm not sure about. So on Mystery Monday, we're going to play one of these games, and starting today, we are going to be playing Barclay, the Marrowdale murder. Now, this is a Steam Greenlight page. It doesn't have a store page, but we have a little bit of a description here. Rich, successful businessman living in the Wild West with his family in a town called Thunder Alley. One day, he decided to hire Detective Barclay and his partner Inspector Burton to solve one of his problems. But blah blah blah. So I'm not going to spoil too much of it. You can see there are some pretty horrendous screenshots here. So I don't know where you get this because it's no longer on Steam, but at least you can join us when we play it. Oh dear. Alright, well, here we go. New game, I guess. The year is 1889. You're the detective of a sheriff department in Quick Peak, a little town in the west. You are doing some paperwork when you hear a knock on your office door. Detective Bill Barclay, open the door, please. Coming. What does he want this time? I'd better go and find out. We have control. Maybe I just won't go and find out. Can I... Looking at your desk, you see that you haven't finished the yesterday's report. It will have to wait anyway. Looking at your old heater, you remember how it kept you warm more than you can count. Alright. Sound of this clock will drive you insane, but you learn to live with it. Come on in. The sheriff wants to speak to you, detective. What about, Burton? I don't know. He didn't tell me. He didn't want to tell. He just sent me to fetch you. I think it probably has something to do with James's death. Why would he want to talk about that? He probably wants to assign me a new partner. Anyway, he wants you to come quick. You know his temper isn't the best. Alright, I'll be right there. Your smash. Do we have to... let me get rid of that. Do we have to do anything? No, we just leave. Hey, a window. Jim Grease, wanted dead or alive. Award for his capture, $500. Well, well. I that wish our paths crossed, Jim Grease. Look at the apartment's guns. You remember the time when there was a bank robbery in Quick Peak. Needless to say, it didn't end well for the robbers. That music is a little overstated, I think. Now is not the time to talk. The sheriff is waiting for you. Alright. As you enter the sheriff's office, the smell of cigarette smoke fills your nose. Bill! You finally arrived. Why did you send for me? Well, Bill, I have something we should discuss. Well, what is it about? What is this about, Sheriff? As you may know, our department isn't very wealthy. Now, we sure as hell ain't broke or going that path, but things could be better. Well, Detective Barclay, I got a request from a very rich fellow called William Marrowdale. He didn't want to say what he really wanted in his letter, but he offered a really big sum if we just send someone over there. And if he will be satisfied with our work, he will pay even more. Well, well. When have we become private investigators for hire? Last time I checked, we were serving none other than the people of Quick Peak. Yes, I understand that perfectly clear, Detective, but this is just an offer that we cannot refuse. If we pull this one through, if we get our hands on the money, just imagine, Detective, we could hire more people. Quick Peak would be easily protected against robberies and other criminal activities. This could be the safest town in the West. I'm guessing that you're sending me, right? Well, I'm guessing that I'm the one getting this assignment. Yes, you are guessing right, Detective. You are my best man, and I trust only you with the completion of this task. Well, Sheriff, I'm honored. But where is this William living? In a town called Thunder Alley. You just need to follow along the river Grimstream. I know it's a little risky sending the two of you alone, but you should just stick along the path of the river. The two of us? Yes, I almost forgot. I decided to assign Inspector Burton as your new partner. Although he is our youngest member, and the most inexperienced, he is showing great potential. And sending him with someone experienced like yourself would be a good move. Well, let's just hope that he won't end up like James. Yes, let's hope that. Are you up to the task, Detective? Of course I am, Sheriff. Great, and remember, you are doing Quick Peak a great favor. I'm sure once you arrive, Mr. Marrowdale will tell you what he wants. Just show him this letter and he will understand. Sheriff's letter added. Go ahead and speak with Inspector Burton when you are ready to go. And as for me, I will keep Quick Peak safe. All right, Godspeed, Sheriff. Be safe, Detective Badrock. I can't get behind the desk. I'm gonna sleep on the couch. Yeah, alright. Let's just head on out then. Ready to go? Ready to leave? Leave? Sheriff assigned you as my new partner for the next case. Well, well, I certainly didn't expect to be assigned with the department's best. That's really flattery from the sheriff. Why do you think I am the best? There are others in this department who I regard as equals or more. Detective, since I got here, I have studied your cases. Although others have solved some hard cases, nobody has impressed me as much as you did, Detective. I really liked how you solved the Wilson case. Nobody thought that the murderer was the victim's father except you. Well, thank you very much, Inspector. Well, like I said, you did a very good job on that one, Detective. For how long have you served here, Inspector? It will be a year in a few weeks, and this will be my first case in the field. Well, the sheriff has great expectations of you. I hope that I won't disappoint him. Well then, Inspector Burton, are you ready to go? Sure thing. Just what is the case about? Where are we going, anyways? I'll tell you on the road. Come on, let's go. Let me just pack my stuff and we can go. So, Detective, since we are going along the river, I'm going to say that Thunder Alley is our destination. That's correct, Inspector. Why are we going there? Some rich fella called William Marrowdale hired us. Hired us? Have we become private investigators? I don't know. This William offered a large sum of money to the sheriff for just sending someone over there for a talk. The sheriff said that he offers even more of completing what he wants. But what does he want? We don't know. In the letter that he sent to the sheriff, he wrote that it's a private matter and he will only talk about it in person. Well, for how much money? And then suddenly there was no river sound. I don't know. The sheriff didn't say exactly how much. But he said that it would be enough to make Quick Peak the safest town in the West. That's a bold statement. I can't see how money could change the crime rate of Quick Peak. If nothing else, it will just attract more bandits. But I guess that I would go for it as well as if I was in sheriff's boots. Would you, Detective? I don't know. I can't say. Do you think that this could be a fraud? I don't know. We shall see when we get there. Well, Detective, I don't know about you, but this seems to me very shady. I would agree with that. Oh, Detective, I forgot to ask. What about? How did you get that scar on your face? Really? It's a long story, Inspector. Well, we have the whole road ahead of us, haven't we? Well, it began like this. We don't get to hear. And that's how I got my scar. I have to say, that was a great story, Detective. Gentlemen, are you here to see Mr. Marrowdale? Yes, we are. I have an important letter for him. Ah, yes. You can leave your horses there by the water tank. A Chinese butler? Got a problem with that, Inspector? No, of course I don't. I'm just saying, that's not something you would see every day. If you would follow me, gentlemen. Well, let's get on with it, shall we? Ah, I finally have control again. Alright. Can't actually use the outhouses. Alright, alright. Somebody's been cutting wood here. Ah. Here they are, sir. Thank you, Yang. Greetings, gentlemen. I am William Marrowdale. May I know your names? My name is Bill Barclay, and I am a detective of Quick Peak Sheriff Department. Accompanying me is Inspector Wolf Burton. I didn't expect that the sheriff would send somebody here so quickly. Well, who are you exactly? I didn't hear about you at all. We are relatively new in this part of the West, so it ain't surprising that you or some other folks didn't hear about us. I am William Marrowdale, a farmer, a banker, and shortly I will be the latest pub owner here in Thunder Alley. A new pub? Well, I will be sure to visit it. Yes, but for now, I would like you two to join us for dinner. Yang prepared his specialty today, and I would be very much offended if you refuse. We will gladly join you, but we would like to know why we are here in the first and foremost. Unfortunately, I don't have time to tell you everything about it, but you have time to eat dinner. Okay. You arrived unexpectedly, and I didn't have time to prepare myself. We shall speak about this tomorrow, but for now, come and join us at the dinner table. So, if you would follow me, gentlemen. Oh, and I almost forgot. Mr. Yang, please prepare a place for the gentleman to sleep. Yes, of course, sir. Well, shall we join them? I guess that we don't really have a choice. All right. Come, let us join my family at the dinner table. You have time for dinner but not to talk? Excuse me, but how can you have the time for dinner but not to talk? Because I didn't have dinner with my family for a long time, and I will certainly not miss it. Now follow me, gentlemen. All right, Mr. Marrowdale. Detective Barclay, Inspector Wolf. I want to introduce you to my family. This here is my son, Luke. He is set to inherit my property once I'm no longer here. Let's hope this doesn't happen anytime soon. God evening, gentlemen. The love of my life, Annabeth. Evening, gentlemen. And, of course, my daughter, Melody. Evening, gentlemen. Now, on your left is our cook, Sam Mudstone. I believe you already met Mr. Yang, so let us sit at the table. So, Mr. Marrowdale. Mr. Marrowdale, for how long have you lived in this house? I really don't remember. My children have grown up in this house, so it's been quite a while. I still remember the first day when we got here. It was just William and I, and then Luke and Melody came. Don't forget about Mr. Lescott. He was our butler before Yang. Yes, of course, my son. Now, can I ask why these gentlemen are here today, Father? Yes, it's a little weird that two complete strangers are having dinner with us. Is this another marriage proposal that I have to refuse? We are here because your father asked for us. Oh, really? Don't you think that I have figured out this by now? Enough. These two gentlemen have been invited by me for a task that you two don't need to know. Since they have a long and tiresome journey, I had the decency to invite them to dinner with us. Now, you two behave appropriately. Yes, Father? I apologize for thinking you were a suitor, but lately there have been quite a lot of them. There wouldn't be so many if you'd accepted one already. I'm going to go with this. No need for an apology, young lady. It's just that my lovely father keeps bringing men into our house to meet me. If only he stopped. Melody, you're at prime for your age, and if you don't get married now, you won't ever. I would rather live my life alone than be married to those middle-class men. I'm too good for the lot that lives here. Listen to yourselves. You are again fighting over Melody's marriage. Can't we just have a normal dinner? Fine. I apologize once again, gentlemen. And as for you, Melody, we will have a talk tomorrow. Whatever, Father. Pardon me, does anyone want some whiskey? We would take one, but we have already have drinks. So, not this side of the table. What about you, Luke? Do you want to drink some whiskey? Sam, don't you remember that I hate whiskey? We might as well get a new cook who can remember the things that I told him. I apologize, Mr. Luke. What about you, gentlemen? I'll take one. Sure, I'll take one. I'll take one as well. Yeah, this will go good. Here it is, gentlemen. Thank you. Oh, and Sam, do you maybe know how much time it is? What time it is, perhaps? Certainly, sir. It is 8:30. Oh my goodness, I have to finish today's logs. Gentlemen, it was nice having dinner with you. We shall speak more tomorrow. Wait, Father. You didn't tell me what you are going to do with our earnings. Luke, I already told you. It will go toward the hungry, homeless orphans. Hungry, homeless, and orphans. Nope, just the orphans who are hungry and homeless. But no arguments. I've made my decision. I'm going to go upstairs then. I have some work to do, too. I've finished my meal, so I'm headed to try those new clothes that had arrived yesterday. Well, then, we can say that dinner is over. Sam, please tell Yang to escort the gentlemen to their rooms. Certainly, madam. There we are, gentlemen. Everything is ready for your use. You have a fireplace to keep you warm on the outside and some whiskey to keep you warm on the inside. Now, if you'll excuse me, gentlemen, I have some business to take care of. 1 second, Yang. If I want to smoke, do I need to go outside? Yes, Mr. Marrowdale has a pretty strict anti-smoking policy, and it would be for the best if you respected it. All right, then, when I have an urge to smoke, I'll go outside. Thank you, Mr. Burton. Have a good night's sleep. All right. I'm going to take some whiskey. Join me if you want, Detective. We don't have any clothes to put in the closet. Alright, I'll join him. Want to join, Detective? Sure. Sure thing. After a few drinks and a lot of talking, Burton tucks you in after you aren't able to stand anymore. Aww. That's sweet. Sometime during the night. I'm going out for a smoke, Detective. Back so soon? Inspector Burton? Or should I say Inspector Button? Heh. Act 2. The Murder. Uh-oh. What was that? You are up like a shot. Was that a gunshot? Where is that damn Burton? His pistol seems to be missing. I better go and check this out. Did you hear that, Detective? There was a gunshot. Where were you? Yes, I did, but where were you, Inspector? I was smoking outside. Where do you think that I was? I left my gun in our room, so that could not be me. That's a little odd. Because your gun is not in the guest room. What? What do you mean that my gun is not in the guest room? We should better hurry and see what's up. One more thing, Inspector. Why did you return so shortly after going out to smoke? What do you mean? When you went out, somebody came back to our room. I heard the door open and some steps. Detective, I don't know what to say. That wasn't me, certainly. Gentlemen, come quickly. Something horrible has happened. It happened in this room. What happened? Mr. Marrowdale, he has been murdered. Of course he has. Murdered. Burton, I want you to gather everyone in the living room while I go check this out. Yes, Detective. One more thing, Detective. Here, you're going to need this. Notebook added. You can access the notebook from the items menu at any time. As you figure out clues, the notepad will update itself and give you new entries about the case. This item is crucial to solving the case. Thank you, Barton. Alright, so this is Clue, basically. As you enter Mr. Marrowdale's room, you see his body laying on the ground in a pool of blood. He's certainly been murdered. Oh no. Here we go again. No sign of a struggle. I guess that was a clue. Some personal items of Mr. Marrowdale. Nothing here seems relevant. Alright. Mr. Marrowdale's personal gun collection. The murder weapon couldn't be one of these guns, as they are perfectly framed. There would be some signs that somebody took them, certainly. What, I can't inspect the body? Inspect the body. As you inspect his body, you see a big gunshot wound in his chest, but you don't see a murder weapon anywhere near here. You search the body in vain, as you don't find anything, but something shiny near the body caught your eye. It's a diamond earring. It looks like something only a woman would wear. Alright. Looks like somebody has played chess with Mr. Marrowdale before the murder. Mr. Marrowdale was apparently winning. The person sitting stood really fast, eh? You can only leave the room once you discovered all clues. Alright. Bottle of whiskey and 2 cups, but only Mr. Marrowdale's cup is poured to full, while the other is dry, as if somebody refused to drink. Interesting. Yes. So, how bad is it? Well, Mr. Marrowdale was certainly murdered. I'm sure if somebody from this house did it, as I haven't seen any signs of breaking in. I'm sure that somebody from this house did it. I have gathered everyone in the living room. If you want to question anybody about the murder, come talk to me. I will be waiting at the door. Alright. Question the suspects, find clues, and accuse the murderer. For every clue that you find, you can ask a suspect a specific question. You can only accuse when you gather all clues and speak to every suspect. I see. Luke Marrowdale's room. A very simplistic room. There lie books on the floor. It looks like he is trying to expand his horizons. As you look upon Luke's bed, you start to think that a nap would suit you, but alas, you have a murder to solve. Nothing out of the ordinary. Dirty socks under the bed. Alright. Anything on the desk? Books about how to make money and how to run a business. Young Luke certainly has great ambition. There lies a letter on the books. The contents of it are as follows. I am donating our exceeding profits to those who need it the most, our beloved people of Thunder Alley who struggle with their everyday life. Signed by William Marrowdale. Luke had an argument about this with his father during dinner. I should ask him about this. Clue discovered. I'm going to assume that this is Mr. Marrowdale's room. Mr. and Mrs. Marrowdale's room. It looks very comfortable, fitting for a man as wealthy as Mr. Marrowdale was. The Mystery of Hut, a famous novel which was read by Mr. or Mrs. Marrowdale. On the drawer lies a ring. It looks like a classic marriage ring. It seems like somebody was having marriage problems. Why else would Mr. or Mrs. Marrowdale ever take it down? A king's bed, fitting for the Marrowdales. Nothing seems to be under the bed. A lot of jewels and brooches, but you don't see the other pair to the diamond earring which you found near Mr. Marrowdale's body. Alright. Well, I guess we have one more bedroom to search. A bunch of clothes, a mirror, and a journal. This must be Melody Marrowdale's room. Nothing suspicious about the sofa. Nothing under the sofa. On the table lies a mirror with a journal on it. The journal is open and there's a new entry. Monday, 14th of October, 1867. I hate my father. Why does he want me to marry so badly? And why would he give away my clothes? Sometimes I just wish that he doesn't exist. You rip off this page from the journal. It might prove useful. Why not just take the journal? The bed looks really comfortable. Other than that, nothing suspicious. Under the bed lie a bunch of clothes and shoes. Nothing out of the ordinary. Alright. Where's the jewelry? High valuables lie in this drawer. The thought of taking some crossed your mind, but you aren't that kind of man. Cauldron used to cook some rabbit stew. It looks delicious. Alright, well, I think... Yeah. Oh, save. I think that's going to be it for us today here on Game-A-Dare. Barclay, the Marrowdale Murder is the name of the game. It was fun. I think this one was okay. It's a little... I'm surprised it got greenlit because it's a little low res, I guess, but it was alright. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, then give this video the old thumbs up. because, as you know, when a video gets 100 likes on this channel, it will get that game a full playthrough as a bonus video for the channel. So if you want to see the rest of Barclay, the Marrowdale murder, then have your family, friends, pets, and loved ones all give this video some love. Also, if you want to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And when you do, don't forget to hit that dingy bell, because that will let you know when I upload new videos, which I do every single day. My name is Step. We have been playing Barclay, the Marrowdale murder, here today on Game of Dare. Thanks so much for joining me, and please come back tomorrow when we'll be playing something, and it might not be terrible.